listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. On this beautiful goddamn winter day, 64 degrees and counting. This is amazing. But last night, we had ourselves an AEW Dynamite worthy of reviewing. So I'm going to review it. But before that, check out my socials. If you want to follow me, which you should, RJD, follow me, RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat, and don't forget to follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Anchor and Spotify. Follow What the Wrestling because you love me. Bald and sexy as always. Listen, let's not waste any time, baby. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. I am your host, RJD. Shout out to Spiderman for overtaking Avatar. People still go to the movies. You see that? People still go to the movies. And yes, Spider-Man No Way Home was fucking incredible. Everything I would have wanted out of my Spider-Man movies. And I heard they're in talks to maybe reboot or restart Mr. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And I hope they do, man. He did his thing, man. All right? No shit on my bro. He did his thing, okay? He did his thing. We may not have liked the movies that much, but he did his thing. I know. Where's Isaac when you need him? God damn it. Where's Isaac when you need him?
Stop it. Get some help.
All right. Focus. Yes. We are here to talk about wrestling, not Spider-Man. But I'm a Spider-Man guy. I'm a Marvel guy. But it's all good. So, AEW Dynamite was good. Why is this not on silent? I silented this. There we go. AEW Dynamite. That's why you're here, because we're here to talk about Dynamite. You already have my stuff on Cody. If you did not see my last couple videos on Cody, go back and rewatch them. They're on the channel, What the Wrestling, YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. And if you missed my NXT review, that is now up and running as well. So, let's talk about AEW Dynamite. This is the first Dynamite without Cody. We have a lot of stuff going on with Cody, which I will be getting into this weekend because I'm sure more news is going to come out. And we're going to get into that on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. That should be awesome. Verizon, for all you gamers out there, Verizon Hidden West. Is it Hidden West? Yeah, Verizon Hidden West. That will jump off your screen tomorrow. I think I'm going to get it. Probably not going to stream it, but don't know if I'm going to get it for, I think it's for PC and PlayStation, not for Xbox. Might end up getting it for PC. I don't know. I have a strong PC. I might have to put that bitch to good use. God damn it.
You stupid.
I know. I haven't been using it all to its full potential, but don't worry. It's coming. So, let's talk about this. AEW Dynamite started off with CM Pizunk, and he was in the ring cutting a very, very good promo talking about how back in the day, he talked about MJF, and he had a picture of MJF talking about how MJF and him, I guess they were at a signing, a signing for wrestlers at a store or something, and it was a very, very, very young MJF with CM Punk, probably back in his ECW days with WWE, and he says, MJF, for you, that was the highlight of your life. For me, it was just another Friday. And you know what? When we fight, it's going to be revolution. And you know what? It's going to be a highlight for you. For me, it'll be just another Sunday. We're going to fight one-on-one on Sunday at Revolution in that dog collar match. And then he says, MJF, will you be my Valentine? And he had a nice Valentine's Day box in the ring. He opened it, pulled out a dog collar. Yikes. I was like, Jesus Christ. The last dog collar match we saw was with Brody Lee and Cody, and we all saw how bloody and bruised and beat up Cody was after that. So if this is any indication of that, then we, the fans, are in for a treat. So shout out to them.
Do it!
Just do it, baby.
Just do it!
That was great. The dog collar match coming up, they're going to have, you know it's going to be bloody, you know it's going to be brutal, and I can't wait to see it. MJF then comes out, and he talks about nothing because he came out with a very, very disdained and disturbed look on his face. He looked around, and he said, and he dropped the mic, and he walked out. He rendered MJF speechless. Congrats to that brother, CM Punk. We did not see MJF for the rest of the day. That was great. So shout out to Punk and MJF for keeping us entertained and keeping us invested in this feud. I now want to see how bloody and battered these people are going to get when they kill each other in about 2 or 3 weeks. The next match we had Lee Moriarty versus Daniel Bryan. Now, Daniel Bryan, nobody knows who Lee Moriarty is, but per the promo last week, he said, I want to see just how violent you can get. Daniel Bryan is probably the best in the world. That he should get 5 Don DeMarcos. This guy, not only is he doing the best work of his life, his 2021 was immaculate. He main evented WrestleMania, then comes and has like 6 or 7 like 4.4, 4.5, 5-star, 6-star matches back to back in AEW. Holy crap, this guy's amazing. And then he's working with these young guys, the David Garcias, the Lee Moriartys, and he's showing them, he's giving them a chance to shine while putting them over, while just giving them so much in the ring. So the end came here where they did this wonderful spot where their legs were intertwined and they did handstands and started smacking each other in the face. I saw this done at NXT Brooklyn. The dark match was Pete Dunne, not Oney Lorcan. There was another guy he was fighting at the time for the UK title, and they did the same. They did a similar spot. So that was pretty dope. Mariani and Danielson, they then began to fight some more, threw some more punches. The fans at this point were going crazy. They weren't into Lee Moriarty in the beginning, but towards the middle and end of the match, they really got into him, and the fans really were up for this match after the fact. So he put on the label lock, but Moriarty fought to the ropes. He hit Moriarty with a stiff right to the face, and I remember early in the match he hit him with yes kicks while he was like intertwined in the ropes. That was funny. Stunning elbow stunned him. Moments later he caught Lee Moriarty with a running knee, knocking Moriarty out. Then he hit him with the face stomps, grabs the arms, stomps him in the face, stomping a mud hole in his ass. Then he put him in a triangle sleeper while he flexed his muscles, baby. And that was all she wrote. Now, after the match, we had Mr. Moxley come out. And then this escalated quickly.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So, Mr. Moxley comes out and he tells this wonderful, wonderful story of a match he had in Ohio about 10 years ago. And he was waiting on Mr. Bryan Danielson. And he was running late because of flight cancellations and delays. He showed up. He went through the kitchen. He was already had his ring gear on. And he said, you know what? That was the first day I fought Bryan Danielson. And you know what? I've never been able to beat Bryan Danielson. Which was like, holy shit. Didn't know that. But then he said, you know what? I wondered. I've never been able to beat this man. And I always wondered, there's not much that you said that I disagree with you with from his promo from last week. But he said, you know what? Does he want to fight me because he wants to team up with me? Or does he want to team up with me because he doesn't want to fight me? And I was like, ooh, okay. So he said, you know what? I want the American Dragon, and you know what? I'll leave it up to you. But he said, I don't fight side by side with nobody until I bleed with them first. Dropped the mic, and I was like, holy shit. Then he was like, we out of here. So he didn't say
nope,
but he definitely didn't say, so I guess we'll see what happens. The last thing, all I know is for Revolution,
just bring it, bitch.
And we all know this match is about to be take my money. Holy crap, that's going to be one hell of a match. I can't wait to see it. Yes, it's going to be on point, and these guys are going to kill each other. I would not be surprised if they have one of the matches of the night, if not the match of the night. Danielson to Moriarty, very, very good. Lee Moriarty is excellent at professional wrestling. So is Daniel Bryan. The first couple of minutes of this match, these guys were just in there wrestling and maneuvering and doing holds and unlocking holds and doing all of this ground chain wrestling stuff. I was like, I am a fan of that style of wrestling. I like all wrestling. So as long as it's telling a good story, I love it. So shout out to these guys. This was great. Then we had the face of the Revolution qualifier match, Max Caster versus Wardlow. Max Caster came out and said that Wardlow in his rap was MJF's guard bitch or something like that. And then Wardlow proceeded to kick his ass. So Max Caster did hit him with an elbow. So that was right. I think that was right before or right after the picture-in-picture break. So he hit him with an elbow. He kicked out, got a good near fall out of it. Then he hit him with, Powerbomb Symphony, 1, 2, 3, see you later. Wardlow, that was all she wrote. So after the fact, they began to beat Wardlow up. No help from Shawn Spears at all. He just sat there and watched. Wardlow came back, powerbomb Anthony Bowens. Max Caster came in, hit them both with chairs, and then walked off. And Wardlow looked at him like, really, bro? Now you want to help?
Respect my authority!
So he was like, listen, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And he walked away. With Shawn Spears following right behind him. So this was very, very good as well. Good shit here. Next, we had the Hangman Adam Page. He came out there and he got interrupted before he could even say anything by Adam Cole. Baby. Excuse me. These two came out and they had a good verbal sparring back and forth. He said, you know what? You got years and years and years of being with each other on the being in the elite before you left and on other shows. And you know what? You were always the other Adam. That's what you were referred to as. And he was like, in every promotion I was in, I was lighting it on fire because I'm that damn good. Adam Cole, baby. So he said, you know what? He took off his coat and he was ready for an ass whooping. And he said, listen, tranquilo. Adam Cole said, I'm not here to fight. But you know what? Seriously, we will fight for that AEW World Championship. But you know what? Before we do, we're going to fight man to man. May the best man win.
Respect my authority!
Then he proceeded to leave the ring, and then here comes Red Dragon.
Stupid.
Come on, son. You knew they was coming out. Come on. Come on, Mr. Hangman. Should have knew that. But anyway, before Red Dragon commenced their beatdown, he said, listen, you haven't been much of a friend. Just like Adam Cole said, you haven't been much of a friend either. He said, where's your boys, the Dark Order? Where are they, huh? They ain't here. And then they insulted each other's friendships. Then he said, I respect you. May the best man win. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly came out and beat up Adam Page. The Dark Order then came out to make the save. But while doing that, they ran off the Elite. But then, I was about to say the Undisputed Era. Oh,
Stupid.
They ran off the Elite, but then 10 of the Dark Order, 10 was just going crazy. He was kicking officials in the chest. He was throwing officials across the ring. It was like, oh, shit. And I was like, I know what you're doing here. There's going to be a match. There's going to be a match between 10 and Adam Cole. It's coming. And lo and behold, at the end of the show, 10 and Adam Cole were, I think they're going to have a match on Rampage, if I'm not mistaken. So we knew that was coming. Moving on. Next, we had the Inner Circle fighting each other. Santana and Ortiz versus Chris Jericho and Jake Hager. This was solid action. Santana's going to get himself over so much. He's going to have a TNT title opportunity. Not only is he great in the ring, he's smooth. Him and Ortiz are good. And I know, no shade to Ortiz. Ortiz is great. But Santana is like, he really showcases how really, that's too much really. He showcases how good he really is. And I would be shocked if he didn't go on a singles run, at least for a little while, to at least try to be TNT champion. So we did have a picture-in-picture in the middle of this. And we did have an Eddie Kingston sighting after everybody came out. Eddie Kingston then came out after the fact. What's up, cat? The cat came to say hi, apparently. We did have Eddie Kingston come out, smiling and all that other shit. So the end came where Santana and Ortiz hit the street sweeper. And then after that, Kingston jumped up on the rope. Well, he kicked out of the street sweeper, which no.
You lose.
They should get
Hadouken!
You don't kick out of the goddamn street sweeper. We haven't even seen that move in forever. Respect that move.
Respect my authority!
Kicking out of
How dare you?
Kick out of the goddamn street sweeper. What's wrong with you? Anyway, after that, Santana came to Eddie Kingston came to the ropes. Then Jericho did the springboard drop kick to him, but after the fact, he got clotheslined like a mug. Discus clothesline to Jericho, and Santana got the win for his team. And then right after the match, Jericho went and tried to beat up Eddie Kingston. So that match is coming soon. That match is coming soon, and it's very intriguing to see where the Inner Circle goes from here. Jake Hager did well. All the guys did well in this match. This match was solid. And I'm really interested to know who goes where to what going on in the future. Then we had Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez in a no DQ match. Thunder Rosa came out with a chair. Mercedes Martinez hit the ring first with a pipe, and they began to beat the shit out of each other, which was crazy. So they had a back and forth match. There was a suplex onto a table that Mercedes Martinez had set up, but they slid down the table because they're both light women. They hit the table at a weird angle. Mercedes Martinez gave a German suplex from the top rope, folding Thunder Rosa in half. Thank God she's not dead. Oh my God, I saw that. I was just like,
Stupid.
Jesus Christ. Let us pray for Thunder Rosa. Let's pray for her neck, that it's not chopped in half, because that was mean. But after that, Thunder Rosa fought back, and she used the steel chairs that Mercedes Martinez had put up to use the Thunder Driver onto the chairs for the win. After the match, they showed respect to each other, so there was no shots fired. They both respect.
Respect my authority!
And after that, Britt Baker came down and she began to beat up Britt Baker. God damn it.
Stupid.
Britt Baker and the rest of her squad began to beat up Thunder Rosa, and she wanted Mercedes Martinez to finish her. And matter of fact, I got to talk about this. Shout out to the Cobra Kai guy.
Perfect.
That was dope, and he was in character. I forget the actor's real name, but the Cobra Kai sensei. Because, let me go back. So before the match, Britt Baker said, I have the best team and I have the best sensei. And the Cobra Kai, I forget his name. On Cobra Kai, he's the sensei for Cobra Kai. Not the new one that from this season. Not Johnny Lawrence. Johnny Lawrence is sensei. So, I forget his goddamn name. Somebody put it in the chat. I forgot. So, he was in character. He said, I told you she was weak. Now finish her. I was like, yo, this guy. This guy is like straight Cobra Kai. He's in Cobra Kai mode right now.
Finish him.
He is in character. And I think that was a great cameo. I love Cobra Kai. I love the cheesy 80s drama stuff. Big drama show. Like, shout out to Triple G. I love that shit. So, Cobra Kai was great. Shout out to Isaac. He put me on. So, he gets to, he broadened my horizons. I didn't want to watch it. I watched it because Isaac put me on. Isaac and my mother, actually. My mother's another one who put me on. Shout out to moms. But after that, he said, listen, she's weak. Now finish her. They all jump in the ring, and Mercedes Martinez is hesitant, and because she's hesitant, they whoop her ass too. So,
You lose.
Flawless victory.
so after that, they were like,
Get over here!
we're gonna be kicking your ass now, and they just whooped her ass up and down, and that is how that segment ended. But Thunder Rosa got the win. So that wicked German suplex though, that was mean right there. That was mean. Now we did get a vignette by Aleister Black. You hear me? By Mr. Black and Brody King, and he said, "What are you waiting for?" He said, "History." So that might mean Buddy Matthews, formerly Buddy Murphy, is coming in. Is coming in to AEW, and if that is the case, that would be great. So I hope so. Let's see what happens. But let's get into the main event of the evening. We had the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, versus Darby Allin for the TNT Championship. Now, this was a great match. We had near falls. This crowd was into it. It's great to see Sammy and Darby, one of the four pillars of this promotion, where they were 2 years ago, 3 years ago to where they are now. I saw a lot of these guys in All In, and the fact of where they were to where they are now, a lot of them indie guys killing it on the indie scene. This made me smile mucho. This was great. These two young guys, the fans are into it, and it lets me know that this company is in good hands. So the end came when the referee Bryce was distracted by Jose, and Sting whooped Jose ass. So the referee is focused on Sting and Jose instead of being focused on the guys in the ring doing his goddamn job.
Stop it. Get some help.
This allowed Andrade El Idolo to come out of nowhere. He appeared and he crotched Darby Allin and whacked him over the head with an iPad. And Sammy Guevara didn't know what happened, but Darby's sitting there like this, half dead. Sammy Guevara came out of nowhere, took the guy, go to hell. 1, 2, 3. He gets the win. And at the end, here comes Matt Hardy, and here comes the rest of the HFO squad. They beat the holy hell out of Sammy Guevara and Sting and Darby, and Andrade El Idolo stands tall with the belts in his hand. So look, listen, I smell a triple threat match here. I smell it.
Do it! Just do it!
Just do it, man. And Darby, not Darby, Sammy took one hell of a goddamn bump too. He was supposed to do a senton onto Darby onto the ring apron, and instead he did a senton onto the ring apron onto the floor because that had to suck for real. That had to hurt for real. I was like, Jesus, when I saw that. Jesus Christ. Don't kill yourself, young brother. Don't kill yourself. But that is your AEW Dynamite. That's all I got for you guys today. It is beautiful weather. I'm about to go enjoy it once I finish uploading this piece of beautiful, beautiful content onto YouTube and Facebook and TikTok and everywhere else. So don't forget to hit that like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, everybody, for showing the brother love. Thank you for everybody for supporting the brother. I love all y'all. I am out of here. Check out my socials once again. Peace.